Welcome back to JB Reviews. I found a package that you have to take a look at on an XL model. And I'm going to compare it with this XL here. I'm sure you guys can notice some differences there on these trucks. Now this one right here is a Ford F250 XL off-road. Now what's cool about this package, I'm going to show it to you guys on the window sticker, is you get basically an off-road setup here that's different from the FX4. And on top of that, you're going to get payload benefits on this pickup truck. Now this is a long bed, so it has a 176-inch long wheelbase. And let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker. So here's some of the specs on this build and colors. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment. And then starting off, the options is that XL off-road package. Like $995 is not bad. So when you think about some of the other things on this truck, some notable things are the upfitter switches. This also has the XL driver assistance. I will find this online and show it to you, that way you guys know what's in that package. But this XL off-road gives you 33-inch tires, 373 electronic locking axle, skid plates, and this one does have a 10,000-pound GVWR. So something that I did probably about a week ago now is I found a gray Ford F350. If you need payload, go back and watch that video. That truck basically had this package here. It's the STX. Now this truck, as you guys can see, is pretty basic. So you have a black bumper, black grille, halogen headlights, tow hooks are down below. Now notice something here. Like, this is something that's not going to really pop out at you. Do you see the difference in the chin guards? So this is not a Tremor, obviously, so they give you a better styled chin guard. You see that? That's why this truck is such a cool setup here, because you get the upgraded chin guard and you're getting those 33-inch tires too. Now these are going to be the Goodyear dirt tracks, and as you guys saw, 285, 70, 17. This is a 17-inch wheel. All you have to do is black out that steel wheel. I think this will look great. And having that slightly taller tire does give you some height advantage too, obviously. So this truck here, this is an F350 actually, so I think the F350s might be a little bit shorter, I think. But this has a 245 75, so this is probably a 32-inch tire. So that inch height on that tire does give you some advantages for a truck that looks like it's lifted. Now here's the back of it, that way you guys can see it. In the comment section, I've been hearing a lot of people, a guy came by just now who just recognized me, said he does not like these steps. He just ordered a Ford F450, but he's not sure he's going to take it. Brian said that he ordered a truck 2 years ago and never got it, so now he had to put in an order for 23. But yeah, I don't mind the steps. I think they're helpful, but hey, to each his own. But yeah, check those tires out. Those tires look really good. Obviously, because it's F350, you do get that overload leaf spring right there too. There's no running boards in this truck, and let me show you guys the final price on this build. So here's the destination at $1,795, and total price is $56,365. So listen, for under 60 grand, you have a really nice setup here. It's a base pickup truck obviously, but that's okay because you have nice aesthetics like this upgraded chin guard. You get these nicer tires, you get the locking rear axle, and you get some skid plates down below. I don't know if I'll be able to see them, but I definitely can see back there around where the fuel tank is. You're gonna have some, but there's the axle up front, and here's the axle out back. So this one does have the 373, and then here's your hitch out back too. I've said this in other videos, but they did restyle this so you can get bigger chains in there. But yeah, there's no LED lights on the exterior of this truck. This is completely incandescent bulbs for the tail lights, okay? And because this is a long bed, 48-gallon fuel tank. Now I haven't had a chance to see the new 6.8 liter V8, but here it is, guys. This is the 6.8 liter that Ford just came out with. 405 horsepower, 445 pound-feet of torque, and it is made it to the 10-100. Is that code for that transmission? It's not the 10R140 that's behind the 7.3 and the Power Stroke. So this transmission is basically the one out of the F-150. Someone mentioned it in the comment section. I don't think it's a big deal, and so I feel like for what you're going to get out of these trucks with towing, you're going to run out of payload anyways before you can hit max tow. So hey, if you're only towing 12,000 pounds, that transmission should be fine. But yeah, look how small this engine looks. It looks like the 7.3 actually. Like, I don't really see a huge difference under the hood. But for the most part, this is a great setup for someone who just needs a truck to tow, maybe their camper or maybe some equipment. Now, as far as the interior goes, this is not bad. I will say I did mention I would love to get an STX package now, but I would want a black interior. That's probably the only thing I would say. But one thing I like about this truck is you still get telescoping steering wheel, automatic headlights, and I mentioned that this has the electronic parking brake. I am so mad about that, guys. Like, I will do a video on it. My GMC has it. I'm not a fan. Like, I prefer a mechanical electronic parking brake. Sorry, just not my style. But here's some of the controls on the door. 4.2 inch screen. I believe this is an 8-inch screen here. And you have your traction control. And here's some of your driving modes. 4-wheel drive system. And you can lock that rear axle right there. They're still using a key for this pickup truck too. Climate control. And here's some open storage. And then down below, there's some there. Also, below the seat. And if you want to drop this down, I always forget where this is. So if you want to put this down, that lever is on the side there. I always forget because I never really see 6-passenger Ford Super Duties. There's a little bit of storage. And yeah, there are those optional auxiliary switches. I love these. Great position for these. And then here's some storage. Now let's hop out back. Who doesn't love vinyl floors? You know, I probably will build a truck at some point with vinyl floors because personally, I don't really understand carpet in a truck. But it's cup holders, you have a 12-volt and then 2 Type-C USBs. 60/40 bench on the XL. If you get a tradesman, they take this away from you on a Ram pickup truck. So on the lowest trim level, you can still get a 60/40 bench. Love that. There's no sliding glass, but that is available on an XL trim level. So you guys ready to see the payload number for this truck? I'm ready to see the payload number for this truck. Now keep in mind this has a 10,000 pound GVWR, okay? So here are the numbers for the axles. For the front, 5,990. The rear is 6,340. 10,000 pound GVWR. 3,051 pounds of payload. That does seem low for a gas 3/4 ton. But remember, this is a long bed truck. So if you're gonna be building these trucks, guys, you can get a higher GVWR, which will increase that. I don't know what it is right now, but I will let you guys know in a second. Now the truck in the video has a 10,000 K GVWR package for $100. I'm not sure why it's not showing a price, but it's this package here. And if you go onto the towing guide, it looks like the 10,600 pound GVWR is standard. So you can downgrade that if you like. Now let's go ahead and move over to this truck. I've done a few videos on this truck. I love the STX package, guys. Like, I kind of wished that I saw this truck beforehand. Now I did see it. I think Ford had a blue one, but I thought that was like a XLT with like a sport appearance package. I didn't think it was XL. I just didn't look into it. But this is a great truck, guys. And that truck was 56,365. This truck is 59,400 with this package. Now STX appearance, 18-inch wheels that are blacked out, and you get bed lighting. This one does have a payload upgrade too. So listen, when it comes down to LED headlights on a lowest trim level, that to me is a huge move for Ford. Back in 2019, Ram did that, but then they took it away from you in 2020. I don't know why they did that. So if you're in the market, you probably want to jump on something like this now because it may not be available on later model years. I think that for the money, this is the best truck dollar for dollar right now. Now this one does have the 6.8 liter, I believe. Does it have the 6.8? Yep, it has a 6.8 liter. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys another video. I've already done a few videos on this truck, but I never showed you guys the actual payload. So I am going to find one in the area is identical to this one, and it has the payload upgrade as you guys saw. So I'll show you guys the numbers on that truck, but I want to do a separate video talking about these 3/4 tons because they have the most payload I've ever seen of any truck. And so this has a 6.8 liter, and obviously that's going to, you know, of course limit you what you can tow in terms of like your towing capacity, but for payload, you know, there's a lot of fifth wheels that this truck can actually accommodate because of that higher GVWR. But like I said, guys, this is still a great option for someone who doesn't care about painted bumpers and LED headlights. If anything, some people hate painted bumpers because they get chipped up so quickly. And I think for what you're getting on this truck, I think this is the best option, guys. Like that chin guard looks so good on this build. Like look at the one over here. Like even though it has the painted bumpers, I don't know why they didn't put this chin guard on this one. Like that chin guard looks hideous, honestly. And when I get my truck, I know which one I'm going to be getting. I'm getting that chin guard right there because it probably still gives you some feely kind of benefits apart from the tremors being like just for complete off-road capability, which I don't take my truck off-road, so this one will suffice. But I hope you guys liked the video. See you guys soon. So just recognizing here, Brian, man, special shout out, man. Thanks for coming to see me. But he spotted me out here at the Ford store, and just want to say hi. But hope you guys saw his dually, by the way. He has a F450 lifted on 37s. Look at this thing. That thing is absolutely menacing.